Hello there, and a very warm welcome to you to our barbershop here. I'm sure that you've heard of us because you are sitting here, and we are well renowned for taking care of extremely upper class individuals such as yourself, almost royalty. And here we specialize in the comfort and also the care, the relaxation, and all the other good things which go with having a haircut. This is not an average individual rubbish hairdressers for lower class people. No, here we specialize in executive haircuts and the care and consideration which is added to that process for your enjoyment and also your relaxation. Okay, so I haven't seen you here before, but you have done everything correctly. You booked in advance and you're here promptly, a little bit early as well, which is what we'd like to see here. Okay, so forgive me if you encountered any of the local riffraff that have been circulating around this area. There have been a few sightings of some of them, but hopefully they didn't ruin your suit or your jacket there at all. So everything is fine, yes. Okay, it's all looking good. Ah, you do look exceptionally smart. Okay, well here we specialize, of course, in haircuts and making sure that your haircut is the best it can be. We have serviced on people such as Lord Farquaad. You might have heard of him, and he has an exceptionally stylish haircut, don't you think? And we only get the highest classes of individuals here because we're renowned here for giving such great haircuts and the experience which goes with it as well. Believe me, by the end of this you'll be feeling incredibly relaxed. Also, let me think, Count Dooku, you might have heard of him. He's got an exceptionally stylish haircut. So we vary in range in all sorts of counts, lords and everybody else, just no one below that. And you look like you fit that category. Well, if you didn't, of course I wouldn't really be treating you well at all. I'd be trying to push you away a little bit. Okay, so before we begin, can I just make you feel a little bit comfortable there? I notice you've got a nice pair of gloves there. Can I take them off for you? Okay, start with your left hand. There we go. And would you permit me just to fold them up for you? Excellent. Okay, pop one there. And your other one there. Okay, just slide that off there for you. Excellent. Okay, certainly yes, exceptionally smart glove you have there. Okay, fold that up there. Okay. It's looking smart. May I take that scarf from you there? I know it's just a little bit chilly at the moment, but in here it's perfectly fine. Very smart scarf there, so I'll just fold that up for you. Okay. Excellent. Also, would you permit me to take off your jacket there? And well, let's say it would just be a little bit more comfortable for you, and I wouldn't want to ruin such a smart jacket like this. Well, you certainly have the style. Did you get that done at one of our local suit tailors? Well, of course, it looks very bespoke. Yes, it suits you perfectly. Are you a lord by any chance? Anything of that nature? No? Oh, you're just stinking rich. Excellent, excellent. Well, allow me to take that off you, and you'll be feeling a lot more comfier. So, just round the back there and pop your arms there. Just pop it down right there. Excellent. This really is a smart suit jacket. So no doubt you are here on business. No? Local to the area. Excellent. So if you've been in all the stores here, the game store, the tailor, by looks of it, this is very much them. Of course, a very smart jacket you have here. So let me just fold that up for you there and hang it up. Right, so you're feeling nice and comfortable there. Okay, so what is it you would like done today? We'll be doing a lot of snipping. Okay, so some scissor work. Oh, don't worry, we specialize in scissor work here. So we'll cut around the top and snip around there. We'll snip around the side, snip around the side there. Just smarten up, just sort of freshen up. It doesn't need to be a massive full-on haircut. It's nothing extravagant. It doesn't need to be done. You've got a very nice look there, of course. Okay, yes, I think with hair like yours, of course, you know, there is a distinction between upper class people and lower class people. The lower class people don't have very good hair. Your hair, of course, is very upper class. Unless you're lower class, and of course you're trying to cover it up. Okay. Unfortunately, lower class people don't think that way, of course. Okay, so we can do a little bit of the top there. Just take a little bit of the way down, I think. Just a little bit of the weight. We can smarten up the side there. Smarten up here as well. So I think there's plenty that we can do. Plenty that we can do to give you a really great haircut there. Okay, so we will just delve in with a lot of scissor work. So snip, 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 snip. Okay, and right, yeah, I think I know what we can do for you. This is going to look absolutely great. So please, before we begin, I'm going to pop on your gown to protect all of your clothes and make sure that everything's nicely tucked in around to the top. Okay, and then can I offer you a cup of tea, a cup of herbal tea, a coffee? Perhaps it's something a little bit stronger for you, maybe a glass of port. A glass of port. Indeed, you are a person of taste. Okay, so let me get that for you, and then pop on your gown, and we'll get to cutting there for you. Okay. So. Just going to pop that around you there. Okay. Now I'm just going to do that up. All comfortable there, not too tight. Okay. A little bit. Last one. Excellent. Okay, so I'll pop your glass of port there, so you can easily reach it. Okay, excellent. So I think you're all nice and comfortable. Now I'm just going to start working around you. And if there's anything you need, please just let me know straight away, and I'll be able to serve your every need. Okay. Okay. Just in case I caught you a little bit there. Okay. So please just sit there and feel nice and relaxed, and I will just quite happily work around you. Okay. If you need me to stop and just have a little sip of port, by all means you can do that. Just let me know anytime you wish and I will stop. These scissors, I think that you might like to know, quite famous scissors here in the barbershop. They have cut many customers' hair. People like Lord Farquaad and Count Dooku, and they come in, and this is the pair of scissors which works. It's magic on them. So I'm using the exact same pair of scissors which I would on both of those individuals. Now that is something quite special, isn't it? And of course you are equally as important to me as all my other customers, and making sure that you have the best haircut is my priority. Okay. So let me continue. Just working around the sides here, and like I said, just taking a little bit of the weight out. Just on your left side here, just taking a little bit of the weight out here. You have exceptionally nice hair here. relaxing place here with the fireplace in the background. It's an incredibly nice environment to take some little bit of time out. Like lords, ladies, gentlemen come in here and they find it a good place to come, relax, talk to me about any issues that people like us would have, and things we wish to discuss, you know, politics, money, estates, you know, things like that nature. And it's a good opportunity to let whatever's on your chest out. So how's everything going so far? Great. I'm just going to change my scissors over. I have a slightly lighter pair here. So I'm just going to change over my scissors here. So a slightly lighter pair. This is a technique which I've perfected. So I'm using this motion. Like I said, we're just smartening up like you wanted and just taking the weight out. Okay. So I'm just going to work around the back, yeah. Just easing up and making sure that everything is nice and smart looking for you. Okay. Well, it really is a pleasure to have you sitting here in my seat. All means you don't even have to listen to me. You can just nod off if you wish. That's what I'd like to do here, and make sure that you've been well looked after. You're in a nice comfy chair, executive chair. Get an executive haircut. Knowing that you're in a high-class establishment, in the safety of knowing that there aren't going to be any local riffraff just coming in here. interest you and take a little break to just have a little sip of your port. Okay, so I'll just get that for you. Okay, so pop that up. Enjoy. Whilst you're just sipping on your port, if you could just permit me to answer this telephone here, I'm sure that it is nothing but a colleague of mine. You might know him from the tailor shop, actually. Has called twice, and if they call twice, then it could be something like an emergency or something like that, but I'm sure it's not. Only if you permit me to answer it, of course. Thank you very much. You're most generous. Okay, please enjoy your port. Hello there. High quality barbershop here. No, of course you know the name. I noticed that you called me. I'm with a customer at the moment. Yes, that's the customer. They know you. Excellent. The one that came to your tailor shop and got a bespoke suit. It's a beautiful pinstripe suit. I can notice all of your details on here, the subtle nuances that make your suit yours. Yes, well, it looks absolutely splendid, and their shirt they had on, their brilliant gloves, they just really look great, and now they've come in here to me to have a haircut. Yes, that's the person. Yeah, I think they're a lord or something. They look like a lord, of course. They look like a lord. Excuse me? Let me ask them. Apologies there. Where was it that you said you got your suit made? You said it was down the road here. But my colleague here, yes, they said it was down the road. My colleague here says that he didn't make you a suit. It wasn't there. Oh, how convenient. Do forgive me. This person, have you seen them before? Is this the one that went in the game store? Okay. You do realize I've touched this person and cut their hair using my special barbershop scissors. I can't use these anymore. Well, thank you so much for informing me. Okay. Well, we'll talk soon. Okay. Cheerio. Cheerio. Well then, it seems that we have a little bit of an issue here. You have come in here dressed in this incredibly smart attire here and tricked me into believing that you are indeed a person of high status, lord, someone like that. Indeed, you're actually not that. You are that person that's been going around scruffy, rude, ill-mannered, with the 1,000-mile stare. How I didn't recognize you before, I don't know. Perhaps because you have smartened yourself up to hide your true colors. Oh dear. Well, unfortunately for you, we are in fact going to have to stop this haircut of yours purely because you have been dishonest to me, and I don't really wish to be cutting your hair or touching your head or anything like that. You have used my special crystal glasses, drunk my port. You would relax there and let me speak kindly to you, when in fact you are actually not who you say you are. You are indeed what we like to call a traitor. Okay, so this is highly unorthodox, but for my sense of good nature, I'm going to finish your haircut, but I would be treating you in the same way that I would a normal customer, like Lord Farquaad, for example. Okay, so your clothes were indeed to mask who you really were, your true identity. Oh, please try not to flatter me now. I know that I do the best haircuts, and that would be the only way for you to get your best haircut. But unfortunately for you, that is not the way you go about doing that or come in to see me. I expect a letter, maybe pop in some gifts in my direction, things of that nature, as opposed to just tricking me into thinking that you are someone of importance when really you are not that at all. You are indeed that intolerable local riffraff that I've seen loitering this area as of late. Yes, we know your sort. We are all in touch with one another here, and we know who are the outsiders, and you are certainly the outsider. Okay, so in my sense of good form, I'm going to cut the rest of your hair now. Okay, but I'm only doing it because I'm a perfectionist and I want for myself to be able to give a perfect haircut. But the rest of the stuff, I'm going to make sure it is as quick as possible and help you on your way. So do forgive me if I make mistakes or things like that. I'm going to try and work super fast with my scissors now. Okay, so please continue to relax as much as you can. Stop staring at me like that. You really just... No, I just really don't wish to look at you right now, okay? Just pretend you were looking at like a beer can or something. Something that you're friendly with, because I certainly am not your friend. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing when I'm not looking. I've just got better things to look at. I'd rather not look at you. Okay, we'll just do a little bit around the back. Same again around this side. Sorry, did I get you in the face there? My apologies. Okay. Thank goodness for that, I think. I'm done there. Please just let me brush your hair, and then I could throw this comb away. Okay. Of course, pretty amazing haircut that I've just given you here. Of course, be charging full price for your haircut. I understand that you're going to be able to pay. Okay, I should have known with that jacket that you bought that there would have been subtle differences in there, from a bespoke one to one that's, no please, that's not the bespoke, doesn't fit your body properly at all. Okay. Right. So I'm just going to get the hairdryer and we're just going to dry your hair. Please remain still for me. Okay. I'm afraid that I'm going to have to completely disinfect these, if not buy a new pair, now that it's touched your hair on your head. I knew that that was not upper class hair. I knew straight away, but I gave you the benefit of the doubt, of course. Okay, I'm just going to brush you down. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to take that gown off you there, and disinfect it, wash it, and get rid of all that disgusting hair which is now contaminating my floor. Okay. Ooh. Let's make sure that all goes on the floor there. We don't want any of these things that you've touched, no offense. Okay, so what's it, your jacket? Okay. This is still quite a smart jacket, but no doubt this is stolen. Someone like you, I'm sure, would steal a jacket like this, something that makes it look smart. Pinstripe is very, very smart blazer, and you look like you don't have the no offense, but the style to be able to pull that off. So let me put that back on there for you. Okay, just round the back. Right. Pop that around there. Do it up. Do your scarf. Oh my goodness, it's touched your body. Okay, we'll just pop that around there or something. Do what you would like with that. And your gloves, there you go. So there's your left one, and there's your right one. Please be sure to pick them up off my floor. Okay, so you'll be able to pay at normal prices. We'll send an invoice to you because now we know where you live. Now we know who you are. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the first part of your haircut. Nonetheless, of course, that's what someone of upper class would experience, something like that. But you are not that person, so you got to experience both. So please, before you go into one of the shops, don't trick anyone. Don't trick us into believing, thinking that you are someone that you are not. Okay, we like to cut, counts, lords' hairs, and not people like you. No offense. Okay, so it's because of my good form and sense of good nature that I finished off your haircut, but I don't feel like I should have done. Mind you, for your treachery. Okay, so please vacate the premises. Hope that you enjoyed your haircut and found it relaxing, of course. But a dishonest person you are. Cheerio.